Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are in the 16th chapter of Ashtavakra Gita, and the beauty of our scriptures is you start anywhere, anytime, at any age, it is perfect. Many times we find an excuse. See, I have not heard earlier 15 chapters. Now, will I be able to understand the 16th chapter? So you go and ask those who have heard the 15 chapters. Whether they understood. Therefore, don't worry. Come with the open mind. Because there is nothing to understand. And therefore, with this open mind, you listen. Ashtavakra ji is talking to Janak Maharaj. There are two texts. One is Ashtavakra Gita and the second one is Tripura Rahasya. In Tripura Rahasya, Ashtavakra is a useless, arrogant, erudite scholar. And he is taught by Janak Maharaj. And here Ashtavakra is a wise man and teaching Janak Maharaj. On the basis of this, one person asked me this question, Swamiji, which is right? I said, you are right. If you remember yesterday, I told you the moral of the story. Whatever is told, what for? See? What is to be conveyed, that is important. But if we are not able to do that, we get lost only in the words, logic and argument. So, Ashtavakra ji is talking to Janak Maharaj and he says, Achakshva shrunuva tata nana shasranyane tathapi na tava swastyam sarva vismaranat rute. Now all what you have done so far, we are going to wash it away. This is the beauty of our scriptures. Only Vedas only say that unless you drop everything, including the scriptures, you will not know the truth. So, Achakshva Shrunu Me Tata, my dear friend, my dear son, my dear one, listen. You have studied many scriptures. See, Gita, Upanishad, Prakaran Granthas, Bhagavat, what not. Many scriptures, Anekashaha, and from various standpoints. Advaita Vedanta, Vishishta Advaita Vedanta, then Dvaita, see? So many things you have studied. And the net result is, you are confused. More you study, more you are confused. Less you study, less you are confused. Don't you study, no confusion. This is the trick of Bhagavan. To keep us busy, he puts this thing in our head. I want to study that, I want to study this. So, tathapi tvam tava na swasthyam. Even then, you are not at peace with you. What is the use? Just before coming, I was seeing the WhatsApp. One person, very nice person. He is listening me for last so many years. He says, Swamiji, I am not at peace with myself. What should I do? I said, go to other and destroy his peace. Now, what can you do? Our problem is like, because of my own snoring, my sleep gets disturbed. So what should I do? Then go and sleep in another room. Nobody can help. You have to yourself discover that who is disturbed. When we say, I am disturbed, who is disturbed? And then we'll come to know that at the root of every disturbance, there is somebody sitting. That somebody has to be discarded. Therefore, tathapi na ta swastham sarva vismaranad rute. So what is to be done? All what you have studied, select, shift, delete. That is what I told you. If you have not heard first 15 chapter, never mind. You are the right student. Otherwise we get lost only in comparisons. See? One person asked me this question, Swamiji, you teach Bhagavad Gita. I also studied and I have understood only one thing. I said, it's more than enough. One thing if you understand is more than enough. He said, my understanding is that Bhagavad Gita is a book of contradictions. In one place, Bhagavan says, Swadharme nidhanam shreyaha paradharmo bhayavaha. And other place he says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. So which is right? I said, who has the doubt? Is the book has the doubt? No. Bhagwan has doubt? No. Who has, you are doubt? So you are the problem. You remove yourself. Therefore, here, sarva vismarana dhrute, without dropping everything. Now what here Ashtavakra details, don't simply read and appreciate. Immediately try to apply it in your life. See, scripture study and spiritual practice means we are able to learn from our every experience. Every experience. For example, we go to sleep. Don't go now. Suppose we go to sleep. Now, how we go to sleep? So in the process of sleep, there is only one thing that is happening. We start a process of withdrawal. We withdraw from the whole world. Our achievements, our failures, our friends, our enemies, our possessions, our relations, everything we slowly withdraw, drop them. Finally we come in our bed and go below the quilt, switch off, everything is done. Then what is the last step we do? We do the japa. I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. There is nothing else. Only one, I want to sleep. And till such time I and want is there, sleep doesn't begin. So even the desire to sleep has to be given up. And when this I, who wants, so I and want, they go together. Like idli sambar, go together. So, when this I and the want are dropped, what remains is the sleep. That is why those people who sleep in satsanga, they are realized. So they already dropped I, and therefore they are happy. And others, those who are not able to sleep even in their own bed, who can help them? So practice this, come to satsang and sleep. Sarva vismaranatrate. You go beyond the relative world and only the truth alone remains. Till such time, I have to do something, this thought persists in the mind, we are far away from the truth. Therefore, if you go to my Facebook, nothing to do, nowhere to go. This is the Maha Mantra. There is nothing to be achieved in life. That doesn't mean there is a depression. No. The quality of our life is like a clean mirror. Reflects everything, retains nothing. Therefore, You see, in the material world, they talk about memory, increase memory, and then they will tell you various techniques. We are telling you, forget everything. And when we forget everything, what happens is, we delete our total past. Longer the past, more the memories. More the memories, heavier is the burden on our head. See? And whenever you carry any burden anywhere, it is not a comfortable experience. Suppose you carry huge NRI suitcases on your head and climb the railway steps. It's not a comfortable experience. See? So what we want to do? Unload it. Second is the metabolic burden. Metabolic burden is you are sitting and suddenly somebody gets up and goes out kicking everybody. We feel, why he is suddenly getting up? He is not suddenly, he has reached the level of tolerance. Beyond that he cannot tolerate. Therefore, immediately get up and go, and then Purnamadaha, Purnamidam, Purnat, Purnamudachyate. The moment the burden is dropped, aha, Brahmanandam, Paramasukadam. This is the physiological burden that we carry. Third burden is the burden of these memories. See, I have studied this, I have studied that. I know Bhagavad Gita, I know Upanishad, I know this Gita. In South Africa, there is one temple where I go every year, and the people have decided we should know all Gitas. And therefore every year this Swami, you should take every time new Gita. And new Gita I had to talk to them in one talk. So that we have studied all the Gitas. Is this spirituality? Drop everything. And when we have dropped our total past, be attentive. Then who we are? Nobody. Somebody is a fool carrying the burden of total past. And when we carry the burden of total past, we are tired, exhausted, frustrated. So whenever there is a burden, what we want to do? We want to unburden it. Therefore, when an old person sees the youngsters, he unburdens. Jab hum chote the, when we were children, who cares? Therefore, sarva vismaranat rute, drop everything. Whatever you have studied, not studied, achieved, not achieved, makes no difference. Swastha means, swa means our own self, stha means being. Be yourself. Don't become anybody for others. Be yourself, the world will adjust with you. How simple it is. You don't get adjusted. Be yourself. See? Sarva vismaranadrute. Therefore, this spiritual practice which I told number of times, and I am happy nobody does it. Do not talk your past. Now try to talk. Swamiji, last time when you came, past. See, we talk only two topics. The past possessions and past relations and our interaction with them. If you start remaining in the utter present, without any efforts, you will be at peace with yourself. Because somebody is a mule carrying the burden of total past experiences in the form of possessions and relations. It is something like this. If you want to see the space, what do you have to do? once I was taken to Space Research Organization, Defense Space Research Organization in Delhi. One Brigadier Saab was coming for talks. He said, Swamiji, I'll show you. I said, come. I went there. He showed everything. See, this phone, when I talk to you, my message goes to the satellite, and from there it comes to you. It goes such a tremendous speed. Even the distance makes no difference. So he spoke and I said, yes, yes. And I am a very good actor. Really? You have to show that you are really surprised. What is there to surprise? Like once I came in Sydney probably, I don't remember who took me to their house. And that person thought I am for the first time coming out of India. So when he was driving, he told me, Swamiji, see, it was raining. He said, sir, see now this wiper will automatically start moving. It has got sensors, automatically moves. Then we reach the home. Now see, the garage gate will automatically open. Then I wanted to wash my hands. He said, you don't do anything. Simply make your hand below the, it will automatically come. Then he took me to the toilet. And he said, after you finish it, automatically it flashes. I said, I got one doubt. Whether you have to do or it automatically happens. Drop this automatic and be yourself. But what happened? The moment we see somebody, automatically the past comes. Try friends. And when you thus start living in the utter present as you are now, you are now nowhere aware that you are a man or a woman. You are only happy. See? And happiness has no gender, thank God. See? Therefore, sarva vismaranat, learn to forget, learn to forget. This is the gift given to us by God. Those who cannot forget, they unnecessarily carry the burden of their life. Just drop it. Nothing to remember. I tell you my frustration earlier. Now I make others frustrated. Earlier I used to get frustrated. When I am telling something and I am quoting some mantra from some scripture, and suppose I don't get the correct words. After the lecture I used to become so disturbed and frustrated unless I sort it out. In those days Google was not there. Swami Googleananda was not born. Now you go to Google, you ask anything. Immediately you get. Mundaka Upanishad, that mantra, Pariksha Lokan, what is that mantra? Immediately it comes. So, I used to get so disturbed. Why don't I remember? And one day by God's grace, this clicked. He said, if you don't remember, do you think people also understand? So if you don't remember the reference, simply say, this is from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Who knows? Unnecessarily making a prestige issue. No, relax, relax. Sarva vismaranat rute. Drop everything. Bhogam karma samadhim va kuru vijna tathapite chittam nirasta sarvamsham tyartham rochaishyati. Whatever you are doing, bhoga, or doing the karma, or samadhi, or studying the scriptures, all these things are useless. Then, chittam nirasta sarvamsha. Mind has to be dropped. See? I'll tell you simple technique how to drop the mind. It's not difficult. First, focus attention on the sounds. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. Now focus attention on the silence. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. Because you have dropped both forms, because you have closed your eyes and you are focusing attention on the silence, therefore you have dropped the names. Names and forms is the world. When names and forms are dropped, mind dissolves. Because mind is nothing but consciousness. Like ice is nothing but waters. Ice pieces are many. Water is one. Pieces have got different shapes, size, names. Water doesn't have different size, shapes, names. In the same manner, consciousness plus nama rupa is mind. Consciousness minus name and form, rather mind minus name and form is consciousness. When we practice this, we get in a wrong channel. We give undue importance to silence. Then we want to do vipassana. Don't look here, don't look there, don't do this, don't do that. And suffer silently. Suffer silently, not loudly. Drop even that. Go beyond the sound and the silence. Meaning, sounds have no impact, silence has no loss. देखो महाराज, he may be Ashtavakra. Vakra means crooked. He may be crooked in 8 places, but he will like to make us straight. It is so simple. But we are habitual of being complicated. Bhogam karma samadhim va kuru vidnya tathapite chittam nirasta sarvamsham atyartham rochaishyati. See? The moment you drop the world, to drop the world simply means perceive the world and stop projecting the world. Killing of the mind is suspension of the habit of projection. Mind has two functions. One is perception and second is projection. When perceptions happen, samsara is not born. That time our mind is like the mirror. Mirror reflects everything that comes in front. But what the mind does, after perception, the mind starts projections. And these projections put together is called as desire. See? So one boy goes to a garden because it's good for nothing. Only useless people can go to garden. Who has got time to go? It's not only boys are useless, girls are equally. They are always competing. She also goes to that. The both look at each other and go ahead. They look at the trees also. They don't fall in love with the tree. But this boy looks at a girl and he starts projection. And if he is a satsangi, his projection will be divine projections. Why she is here? There must be God's providence that we meet here. And then slowly the mind starts gathering momentum. And then he falls in love, gets hurt. Then hurting is called as marriage. See? On the contrary, look at everything and go ahead. See? Here the teacher says, stop this habit of projection. Live in this world. We don't have to destroy our eyes. We don't have to close our ears. No. Be very much here. Then, as you listen to Vedanta, listen to the world. Vedanta has not changed us anything, isn't it? We are the same. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mudha, Matsarya. We are carrying the burden all through our life. Vedanta tells us, you are Satchidananda Paramatma. Satchidananda. You don't listen. So we reject it. In the same manner, reject the world. But if we are told, I don't remember anybody's names. So just to hide my ignorance, I address them in a very dignified way. Mahatma ji, how are you? One person, I told him, I said, Mahatma ji, let's go, we are getting late. He says, Swami, call me anything, don't call me Mahatma. I am not a Mahatma, you are a Mahatma. I said, okay. Oh fool, let's go. So when I called him, oh fool, he was angry, not because I called him. His surprise was, how come Swamiji also knows? Everybody is calling me fool. Stop reacting in this world. Those reactions after perception is called as desire. Then these desires will make us activated into action. So there are 3 stages through which our mind goes. First is Janati, knows. The second is Ichchati, desires. Third thing is Karoti, does. If you don't know, you will have no desire. And the moment you have desire, you can't keep quiet. You have to do it. Therefore, stop at the first stop. Janati. Alaska is beautiful. Yes. Over. No, there is a cruise, the latest, they have said, come, one family and 6 families free. Get lost. Therefore, till such time, the mind is entertaining any kind of desires. Friends, desires are abnormalities on the mind. Desires are not a natural condition of mind. Many people have this notion. Swamiji, we are grahasthas, naturally we have to have desire. You are a grahastha, is it a qualification or what? See how funny things are. In India, what happens, if you are good for nothing, you are good for a government job. They call it reservation, quota reservation. In the same manner, the people, married people, Swami, it is okay for you are a sannyasi, but we are grahastha. Do you want a quota and reservation or what? Work hard. See, don't have this wrong notion that fulfillment of desires will lead to fulfillment in your life. It will never. Whichever path you take, karma, bhakti, jnana, yoga, all of them are aimed at only freedom from desires. Any kind of desire you have. And the worst kind of desires are good desires. doing good to the world. अपना तो सत्यानाश कर लिया. Now doing good. Such people make NGOs, non-godly organizations. Therefore, Chittam nirastha sarvamsham, everything is discarded from the mind. Because desires are not normal. That is the reason we want to remove the desires. And removal of the desire we know only one way, and that is fulfill the desire. Fulfillment of the desire is nothing but the removal of the desire. So one desire we remove by fulfilling, then second desire is standing. Morning, cup of tea, it is good. You get a cup of tea. Biscuits, third desire. Cookies nahi hai. Fourth, there is no something namkeen. There is no end. See, friend, observe this, that desires can never be fulfilled in life. One after another desire will be standing in a queue. Therefore, we have to rise above the desires. Enough is enough. And once this thing clicks in our life, then you will see we will be living there only where we are living, but now we will no more carry the burden of two things, possessions and relations. Unburdening ourselves from possessions and relation is the only way to attain fulfillment in life. Ayasat sakalo dukhi nainam janati kaschana anenaivopadeshena dhanya prapnoti nirvritim. Ayasat sakalo dukhi. All people are miserable because of efforts. Don't do any efforts. Be lazy. See? Till such time you put efforts to go to sleep, you are not sleeping. Wherever there are efforts, there is I. Wherever there are efforts and I, we are not normal. Now those who are hard of hearing, they have to put more efforts. And because of putting more effort, they get tired early. Others are comfortably listening. This one person gets tired because of hard of hearing, and therefore he gets tired, and after that he says, why waste time? He goes to sleep. And after he wakes up from the sleep, he is the first person to come. Swami, your talk was awesome. How? You put me to sleep. See, Maharaj, wherever there are efforts, we are not normal. This is a simple rule. You go to the doctor and tell the doctor, Dr. Sam, whatever, asthma. Wherever you are efforts in breathing, you are not normal. For the first time when we get the glasses, that time the same thing happens, And the children ask, Mummy, what is the style you are doing these days? It's not style, I can't see properly. Just take simple principle. Wherever there are efforts, we are not normal. That is why Patanjali Maharshi very clearly tells, asana is not twisting the body. It is all the yoga fellows, they have destroyed that Patanjali, poor fellow. See? Patanjali clearly tells, sthira sukham asanam. Asanam, baitho, sit down. How? Sthira sukham, happily. And sthira, steadily happy. And happily steady. But we do that Padmasana and then wait when the meditation is over. And in meditation also they do these funny things. They take out the bell. We will start meditation with the bell, and again when the bell goes, the meditation is over. Okay, everybody sits, waiting for the bell. Bell come, tan 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 tan, meditation is over. What is meditation? When the next bell is going. These are the cartoons of meditation. See? Therefore, wherever there are efforts, we are not normal. Asana is you are happy for no reason. What is the meaning of being happy? All the time, what happy? No. Happy means living at zero complaint level. No complaints about anything or anybody, including God. Don't complain. Complain भी नहीं करने देते. Complain on that. Relax, relax. We have nothing to achieve in life. My observation is, those who are walking the spiritual path, they are more miserable than those who are simple people. See? All the time, Upanishad, Yoga Vasishta, Bhagavad Mahapuran, Shiva Mahapuran, Ganapati Puran, Hare Ram Ram Ram. Relax, relax, relax. See? Ayasat sakalo dukhi. All are miserable because they are struggling. Don't struggle. And struggle is for what? For two things. Number one, we want to prove something to somebody. And the one who wants to prove something to somebody doesn't know what he wants to prove and to whom. Who cares? Don't try to prove anything to anybody. One story I had told, many of you are addicted to YouTube talks, therefore you may be knowing this. This lady in UK, she was driving me, and to cut the story short, after a very long journey, 9 hours and plus 4 hours by car, then 1.5 hour lecture, and then tea, coffee, and then dinner. So it took almost more than 16, 18 hours I was continuously active. And then my host told me, Swamiji, this documentary by BBC on Tibet is very good. So I was watching the Tibet. So she told me, Swamiji, now go and sleep. I said, look here, I am not a baby. Don't dictate me, I'll do whatever I want. No, not that way. You must be tired, and therefore I am telling. I say, you go and sleep. You are tired because you are driving for 3 hours. No, I want to be like you. How come you don't get tired? I said, because beard. Longer the beard, more is the wisdom. Shorter the beard, doubtful is the wisdom. Now decide. You cannot be like me. Swamiji, don't make me a fool. I said, no, I don't need. Listen, your whole life is a struggle. You are struggling to prove something to somebody, and you don't know what you want to prove to whom. Who cares for you? Be yourself. Don't struggle. Now what people will say? Hell with the whole world. Be yourself. See? Many families have got this problem. One place, one boy and a girl coming from different communities. And that girl is typically European type. Very fair and the blue eyes and very beautiful to look at. Very educated, coming from a very respected family, known in a particular place. And she fell in love with a boy from south and the boy is dark type and she is very fair. So when they decided to get married, the father came, Swamiji, tell me what to do. I said, get married. With that boy, what people will say? She is so beautiful, fair, and he is just dark fellow. Now, in our society, we have to move. I said, you have to move or she has to move? And he was so disturbed. Then I said, do you know the cause of your disturbance? He said, what more? I said, no, this is not the cause of your disturbance. That your girl wants to get married to that boy. Your cause of disturbance is, whenever you are going for anybody's marriages, you are planning in your mind about your daughter's marriage. When my daughter's marriage happens, I will get this same caterer and a similar type of big house and this thing and that thing. So you have built castles in your head that my daughter's marriage will be like this and everything. Therefore, now what people will say? See, friends, कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे. People will say something or the other. Don't get carried away by the people. So, आयासात् सकलो दुःखी नैनं जानाति कश्चन अनेन एव उपदेशेन धन्यः प्राप्नोति निर्वृतिम्. But those who are dhanya, those who are blessed, those who are lucky, they understand this. What is the anena upadeshena? What is the upadesha? Don't struggle in life. Relax. See, you will see the really successful, active, dynamic people are most relaxed. They are never tense. There is a saying, the tabla, you know the tabla, pradangam? Tabla and dimag should not be always tight. When there is a need, make it tight. Tuck, 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 tuck. Boom, boom. It is okay. When there is a need. After work is over, then make it dhila. Exactly the same with dimag. Don't keep all the time tight. No, relax, relax. In the 5th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna tells Arjuna the same thing. Arjuna's question is, tell me between the two which is better. Should I do karma or should I withdraw? So karma sannyas. Bhagavan said, don't be extremist. Both are necessary in life. Get involved as well as keep the freedom to withdraw. Both are important. See? Sannyasa karma yogascha nishresha karau ubhau. Both are necessary. Simply eat and don't go to toilet, no good. Simply go to toilet, don't eat, no good. Keep only awake, don't sleep is no good. Only keep sleeping, no good. Life is a balance of pravritti and nivritti. See, friends, not knowing this, many people under this stupid understanding about spirituality is all the time so serious. And then you look at them and you take a vow, I will never follow this path. I have seen one cartoon. This I learned from one of my friend many years before. He came to meet me, he was a military officer, where I was staying in Calcutta. And there was no oldie with whom I had to stay. Now this young military officer and his young wife, they came to meet me. I was in the next room. Now this oldie started talking to them, non-stop, whether other want to listen or not. These are the symptoms of Vedantitis. They keep on talking whether other want to listen or not. So after about an hour or so, he said, excuse me, I have to go. I came to meet so and so. Oh, you want to meet him? He's in the next room. Then I was called. And then he called me by my childhood name. We were together, fighting and sitting together. I said, yes, I am the same, you are the same, everything. And then he said, but now I have to go because I had no time. I just came to meet you. I said, okay, never mind. So I went to drop him to his car. On the way, a little walk, maybe hardly 100 steps. He said, hey, yaar, did you study the same thing with this old man was talking? I said, yes, I studied Vedanta. I promise you, I will never study Vedanta. I have seen the character. If you have digested the food, it will not come out by the wrong end. If you have digested the scriptures, you will never talk. Swami, what about you? I have got indigestion. Therefore, ayasa sakalo dukkhi. Don't put unnecessarily efforts. Vyapare khidyate yastu nimeshonmeshayorapi tasya alasya dhurinasya sukham nanyasya kasyachit. Now you see the beauty of laziness. Vyapare khidyate yastu. He who is tired of doing anything in life. And what is that anything? Nimeshonmeshayoho api. For blinking the eyes also, you are tired, khuli rakh do. Can see the height of laziness. There were two persons lying below a jamun tree. And it was very hot season. So both of them only some little lungi and no clothes up and lying down. So hot. So one person was going on a horse. He saw two persons lying. There must be something wrong. He came. He said, what happened? So one person told about the other person, look here, this fellow is so lazy. I told him, see, one jamun has fallen on my umbilicus. I asked him simply lift it and put it in my mouth. But he's so lazy, he doesn't do that. So the other person said, he is more lazy than me. When one jamun fell in my mouth, and because the saliva was coming out, one dog came and was licking my mouth. I told him, remove the dog, but he doesn't. Height of laziness. So, here the words used are what? Tasya alasya dhurinasya. He, the most laziest person in the whole universe. Sukham, he alone is happy. See? You will observe this thing. Those who are fat people, they are very rarely miserable. And those who are agarbatti brand, they are always miserable. See? Because wherever they go and they get hurt because only stones. See? And a happy-go-lucky fat fellow sits anywhere. Even there are thorns, they get absorbed. No problem. Don't struggle, friends. Spirituality is not a struggle. Allow your divinity to express. An expression of divinity is only happiness. Nothing else. Don't have that funny thing, I bless you, I curse you. These are the mobile shopping centers. In Sanskrit they call shop. And when the same word shop is said by a Bengali, it becomes shop. So, it's a shopping centers. Do something, I'll curse you. No. You see all the yogis, all the tapasvis, people are afraid of them. They are not happy with them. Because they have got all the powers. And the power they are gained through tapasya. Tapasya is efforts. See, friends, don't get carried away by those temptations. I went to that Mahatma and he, without my asking a question, he has told me, oh, this is your question, is it not? I was shocked. Got electrocuted? No. This has nothing to do with spirituality. Tapasya gives you various siddhis. Siddhis are not realization of the truth. See? But normally we get carried away by this thing. oh, that Mahatma is so great, you know. He may be great. What about you? We don't have to give certificate to the Mahatmas. Like one person was telling me in USA, he say how we get in a wrong channel. To somebody's house I went for food and then satsang like we are having here. But here we are all professionals. There it was not. There mainly people came for lunch. But because I am there, this is Swamiji, he is so and so, he has come from India and he teaches Gita also. I said, oh, very good, let us learn something from him. He said, no, you talk on Gita. I said, all right. Nobody gives free food. There is nothing like free dinner in this world. So, I said, okay. Then he said, you can talk on second chapter of Gita. I said, all right. So I finish in 1 hour. Then any question, I said, okay, I'll ask you questions. No, we want to ask you questions. Question answer doesn't mean that only you should ask and I should answer. It could also mean that I will ask and you answer. Now we want to ask you a question. Could you believe what question that man has asked? He asked me, Swamiji, how many shlokas are attributed to Dhritarashtra, Sanjay, Arjuna and Bhagwan Krishna? I was in USA. My gurus are in USA. All the NRI children, they are my guru. I learned from them. You ask them anything. Hey, you are in class 9. What do you want to become after you finish your schooling? A, U, E, A, I don't know. So I followed that technique. How many verses are attributed to whom? I don't know. Where are we lost? See, friends. Therefore, don't try to prove anything to anybody. One of the most important spiritual practice. We try to prove. Somewhere one orthodox person asked me this question. Swamiji, it is difficult to talk to you. I said, don't talk, this is better. He said, no, I want to ask you, you take food outside? Yes. But Mahatmas don't take food outside? I said, yes. Then why do you take food outside? It is your fault. He said, how come my fault? I said, why do you call me Mahatma? I am a Sage Atma, Chota Atma. I am not Mahatma. We only imagine somebody is something and then he should do like that. Don't do that. Accept the world as it is. Don't try to label somebody. Don't try to evaluate somebody. Don't try to judge anybody. See, you will be at peace. Swamiji, please tell me how far I have come up in realization. What can you answer? I say up to knees. Or chadna hai upar. See, friends, remain lazy. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. This is what Bhagwan Krishna also says. In Bhagavad Gita it is said, Shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisham. When you are maintaining your life, so if you are hungry, taking food, that doesn't create sin and merit. But if I want a particular type of food, and if I don't get that, then I am miserable. That creates karma. See, therefore, vyapare khidyate yastu nimeshonmeshayorapihi tasyalasya dhurinasya sukham nanyasya kasyachit. He alone is happy. And this thing you can see in this world. You will never see any healthy, fat man miserable. Never. They are always happy-go-lucky. See? This happened in Assam many years before. In Assam, you must be knowing, people eat a lot of tambul. Tambul is raw areca nut and betel leaf and little bit of lime, tuna, calcium carbonate. So, I went to somebody's house for lunch or something. Then he told me, Swamiji, my wife is good otherwise, but she is so lazy and disorganized. You tell her something. So I kept quiet. Then he took me to his bedroom and he showed me. The comb, about half a dozen places comb were left. Every comb was having her hair. She'll do the thing, leave it there. He said, see. I said, all right. I took it and started cleaning. When somebody shows you a dirty thing, you are supposed to clean it, is it not? He said, no, you don't do it. I said, okay, I'll put it back. He said, this is what she does. Everywhere she does like this thing. You tell her she should not do this. I said, all right. Amma, come. And she was happy-go-lucky, a round figure, and pan in her mouth. I said, Mama, there is a complaint lodged against you. What complaint? If you want to be happy, eat pan. One man was driving his wife, and rather he was driving the car and the wife was driving him. So he stopped and went to a pan shop, bought a big samosa brand pan and gave it to her. Oh honey, I know you like pan, therefore I got it for you. What about you? Yes, I got. So she ate. Then she asked, now she can't talk. Now she talks. He said, I can keep quiet without eating pan. So this lady was eating pan and then she said, wait a minute. Thank God she didn't put there only. So she, from the window only, she didn't go out. From the, no. What is that? This, don't worry Swamiji about him. He is always like that. Actually he is jealous. Why? See, I got such luxurious health. He is bald. And therefore, when he looks at my hair, he gets jealous and therefore he is angry. Jealous people are always angry. Is it not? I said, yes, Amma. Dhanne. See, friends. Alasasya dhurinasya sukham nanyasya kasyachit. Don't struggle in life, friends. Be relaxed, be relaxed. Then only life is lived beautifully. Otherwise, we become so miserable because of our own wrong understanding of life and spiritual practice. Spirituality is not a military discipline. See? Now don't think. It can't happen. See? It is something like in Goa, we are taking a bath in the sea, quite a good number of kids with me. One person also came and standing there with his towel around him like this, standing, Vivekananda pose. So I said, uncle, come. He said, no, I am waiting for the waves to cool down. You can imagine. Can the waves ever stop on the sea? You have to adjust with that. Okay, there's still 1 minute, according to my watch. You are all getting late? No? I can continue for 1 hour? No, this will be too much. We are waiting for the nice breakfast. Therefore, be at peace wherever you are. That is the crux of the whole thing. Don't struggle, don't try to prove. Anything you have to do, you will be disturbed. Nothing you have to do, you will be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.